Everybody, welcome back to the stream to VRML preseason, week 6. Getting ready to do this with a match. It's a Rampage versus Flare. Flare, we just saw them not too long ago. Had that match against Spaghetti. Spaghetti coming ahead there in 3 rounds. It was quite the exciting game. There were some epic plays. I'm just getting ready to, let's see, ping these teams here. Make sure they're aware they can start whenever. And yes, so hello once again to the chat and everyone joining us back here again. Oh, Meat Baller, speaking of, in the chat I can see. Congratulations on the victory. That was an exciting game. Lots of great saves. The punches were incredible. I mean, so many stuns. Yperm ended up with over 100 after restart. So impressive there. It was a fun watch. That was one of funner casts I've done, especially solo. Sometimes it gets tough, but there was no shortage of action on that one, so it was good stuff. But right now we're getting ready to get up to this match here with Rampage and Flare. It's actually a challenge match. So these teams issuing challenges this week, trying to find their place on the leaderboards, on the ladders, getting some extra MMR squeezed out as we head into this weekend full of games on Sunday. With the preseason finals. Going to be exciting, no doubt. Now with that said, gameplay about to begin. Off to round 1. It shall be. So I am, as you might know, Palidore, joined by Palidore on co-cast and joined by Palidore on cams. As this joust gets underway, and we'll see what happens as Skinny comes with it, finds another pass over to Caption, and some action, high action, but no goal for Caption. Off it'll go here to the mid area. Voodoo with the disc, or just about sailing past his hands. Beautiful snag by Vlastro, and now they'll go to the other side, trying to find that disc in a stride. It is Grumpy as Broom taking that away and trying to make that play. It'll go up into the corner pocket, taken and retaken by Skinny. Skinny kind of sitting pretty there with a pretty shot by Caption. Will not miss that one for the deep 3. And here's your instant replay. Courtesy of Caption. No closed captions on this one, but the action speaks for itself. Got some Rampage fans up in there, Zenith. And let's see what they get here. Strembitsky also yeeting it up in the chat. Where were you in the Spaghetti match? You could have been eating up that one. That was a great one. But welcome to the stream. Strem from the Kangorillas. Meatballers from Spaghetti. But back to this play. It will be Caption taking it away. You got Skinny in the goal, Vlastro and Caption trying to look for a clear and boost. They will eventually find the clear to the other side as it'll bounce right above this nest. And let's see if they can get some. No, they will not. But off the rebound, it will be got by Shepard. What a save on his part. Great play. Taken right back again, though. Skinny now. Going down low. Rampage currently up by the 3 points. And just trying to find the joints on their defense is Flare. You can see the offense there dragging them way outside of the bubble at first. And now it's a 3-on-3 situation in the goal. But still coming away with a play. It's Shepard, so off to the other side. It'll go. He will find the disc. And he will miss, unfortunately. So we've seen a couple of those now from both sides. But back into the action it goes. Flare still with another chance at the goal. And another save from Blastro. Just strolling on in for a win, at least on the defensive end, but getting another attempt. Chrome over to Grumpiest at the barrier, and he carried it into the goal for the first 2 on Flare's side. And there's your replay. Enjoy. I know over in the other game, Wireless Jacks and Nova facing off. And oh no, a restart. And I'm a sad door because with that, we'll have to do some manual adjusting here on some of the times again, and that's always a bit of a pain at times. So, unfortunately, bear with us as we go through this restart. We'll try and see what's up with the teams. Hopefully it's not too long of a little timeout or tech break, whatever the case is. See if we can't get some comms going on. Meantime, I suppose I'll do my due diligence as a caster and whatnot and see if I can't get a read on the clips here and see what the times were, if nothing else. Bear with me, just one moment, I'm checking. Checking, not chicken. Timeout or tech break. Now let's see. Looks like 7:26 was when the goal was scored. 7:26. I guess minus the 15 seconds, I suppose, for the running clock. We're looking at 7-Eleven. Not sponsored by them, but don't I wish. But you know who we are sponsored by? Well, if you were in the last stream, you certainly do, but I'll show you again. Thank you to our sponsors over at ProTube VR and VR Cover. Let me ping these teams, let them know if they're interested in what the time was, at least. Oh, yep, they got it, actually. So maybe they were just watching the chat, who knows? Or watching the stream. If so, hello, welcome to the stream, Rampage and or Flare. Enjoy your time. But get on back to your game, and I'll cast it for you just the same. In the meantime, thank you everyone for tuning in, and Palidore asked me a question, says Strembitsky. Okay, Strembitsky, what have you done to prep lately in preparation of the Sunday games? Or if you're, I'm not even sure what the ranks are, I probably should know that. I'll adjust that. Hey Strembitsky, how are you going to address the slow starts of the Kangarillas? I'm sorry, that was mean. No, it's not a Kango's exclusive thing, actually. I've mentioned it, like, you've seen it, I've seen it with a bunch of teams throughout both regions, honestly, from Synapse to Kangos, to Joker, to Backlash, to Blast, you name it. Oddly, a lot of the top teams are, throughout the weeks, are getting off to these slow starts in the first few minutes of the game. It's oddly consistent, like more so than any of the middle range teams, the mid-tier teams on the ladder. Like the upper teams, I think because of how fast they play, it really takes a lot more time and concentration to get into the groove of things, perhaps. At least that's my running theory, because it's been a thing I've noticed from game to game, stream to stream. Now, it looks like player for Rampage was back for a moment, but now is gone again, so... Huh, that's unfortunate. Well, anywho, what can you do? I know what I can do is stay up to date with the chat. Oh, well, I happened to close my window on accident, so now my chat is wiped. I saw Strem's partial answer. We scrimmed Illuminati something something, and yeah, I was trying to open up my dashboard in addition, but then I just closed it on accident because I'm a noob. So whatever you did, good job, Strem. I'm glad you scrimmed Illuminati. That is clutch from you. Just like the gift leader, #1, you're saying here, or I'm seeing here on the Twitch chat. It's Strembitsky Warben Jaegerman Jensen. He was #1. I'm just here for the ride. This is Strembitsky's stream. Sponsored by him. Still waiting the payment, but it'll come eventually. Maybe. A death toller asking me to ask him a question. Okay, well, what are your death tolls currently up to, and in what game? Hopefully not real life.
Blue team ready.
So it would seem... I mean, one of the teams readied up, and I know we're approaching the end of that 5 minutes or so of, that's generally allotted for these kind of things. If Rampage is in need of a sub, I mean, they could... Actually, no, I was about to recommend Dash because he's available, but I believe Dash already subbed for them twice. Ah, there we go. Okay, Caption, back in. There we go. Finally. Success, folks. We're going to be off and rolling here right quick. Guaranteed. Mostly. If I'm wrong, you don't get your money back. Zenith. Asking if I'm itching to ask another question. I feel like the roles are reversed here. Aren't you know, viewers supposed to ask the caster, the streamer, the questions? Is that how this works? Actually, there. See, I just asked you a question. So answer that for me, Zenith. Please. Death Toller saying, well, in Echo Arena, my stuns are usually up to 20 or 40 stuns per game, and one VRML stun about 12 times, and I never had that low of stuns. What you're saying is, you need to stun more. You should take after Slin. That's a very Slin-like thing to say. ZF asking, hey Palidore, when are you going to play competitive again? Soon, TM? I don't know. I miss it at times, I do. But just the same, it's... I don't know. I feel doing the casting and things like that, it's for the greater good. You know, it's like I can be a player and cover just my match as a player, or I can be a caster and cover 130 matches as a caster and whatever it's been. 6 weeks, 40 days, something like that. But that is to say, we're back into the fray in this first round. It's Rampage versus Flare. Apologies for that tech break. Took a little bit of time finding the players back in the arena, but now finding the disc, it's Caption. Trying to cause some action. Captain will try and come away with it. Caption recollecting, but being stunned out by Grumpiest Broom. So Grumpiest, although headbutt by Caption, finding an open goal, and then it will roll off the backboard. That was a fortunate look and bounce. The defense getting just slightly off balance there, it seems. And Discord did something funny. Not that you know or care, chat, so I'm just going to back away from that and get right back into here with the launch. Flare Rampage going off. Rampage up by the 3 points currently. Still 6 minutes left in this first round. And over to the other end, of the other side of the floor, trying to collect the disc, but just misgrabbing. Now trying to look for those regrabs instead on each other to get to the other side and find the disc. Blastro coming away with it. Captain Will cannot find the pass, a little bit too high for him. So as a result, Caption will take it away. And now going up to the top, maybe Blastro there for, oh, just sails past his hand. What happened there? That was unfortunate, and that could have been a easy goal, but maybe they'll get the benefit of another roll into it as they go down. Caption with it. Blastro, that one will not be missed, and finally coming away with the play.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Zenith a-wooing.
3, 2,
Bits all about, and Death Toller, yeah, and Systematic Failure.
the arena.
Great team name, by the way. I like the spirit. Going in for a spirit, trying to spirit in, rather. Gonna take a bad bounce, but over with a great pass. Cannot find the shot quite yet, so Captain will reject it into the other side, or at least into the back line, but Shepard is always gonna bide his time. And then, oh, right on line is Skinny. That was pretty on the save. Showing the offense. It's how he behaves when he's playing inside the goal like that. You know, Shepard over on Flare, fully capable of being a great goalkeeper, but just the same for Rampage, you have guys like Skinny. Also, Rosie, not playing today currently, but she's also a quite capable goalie, very, very strong contender, very strong defender. Going in for Skinny, but will not find it. So another clear, partially at least into the tunnel zone. Skinny's going to come away that again, so at least some good regrabs going on to get back on the boosting end of things. But that clear is going to go on through, going to roll on through. You can see these teams all clustering up, finding their boost. and finding the 3. There's the juice for the 5th point. Shepard coming in here on that one.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Yeah, Death Toller saying the slogan of systematic failure is, if we lose, it's a systematic failure.
Teams entering the arena.
And indeed. Gotta like it. Very cohesively themed, that is. Now going in, though, for the offense here. A lot of defense in the goal, so a little bit, astray, and what a grab! Right in the dead post. Center of the post. It almost went in. It dinged. It dunged, but nothing else was rung but the post, and then to the other side it goes. Voodoo taking it for his team. A deep shot down. The tunnel area does not find the goal that they were looking for. Their 3 is in another castle, trying to cap that one off. Cannot. Grumpiest Broom backing that out. That's another great pass, and that last that will find them the points. It's a tied-up match here in the first round. That was some good pass work, and nothing else, good concentration to recover despite the initial missed attempts. It's as important as anything. Just finding those lanes and making sure you get multiple attempts at the goal. Beautiful job. So Skinny trying to clear it through, pass it through, but only on the grab. It's going to be Chrome Platypus. Now has a number situation, somewhat at least, trying to go bottom, but it's a tough angle. They had a couple cutters in the general area, but they kind of opted for those awkward angles instead of going directly down mid. But that one, that's directly in mid of the goal, that is, off of a nice bounce. Voodoo finding that opportunity, and thus the 3-point lead for Flair late. Very important goal there for Flair. Still in the first round. Winding it down, however. So Skinny trying to find the pass. Rampage losing that lead that they had built up by a couple goals. Trying to come back on that attack, and just squeezing it in is Vlastro. On the narrow part of the corner of the goal. Just barely squeezed it in. But you know what? He'll buy it. He'll take it. Now on the launch. Whoa, almost a miss grab. Maybe, or Shepard just trying to give me anxiety perhaps on that. I mean, it's not uncommon to see that. We've seen it a few times, those miscommunications on those jousts. Or just misgrabs that wind up in interceptions and steals and threes. Always gives me the worries. I'm a worrywart, I guess. A worried door. Or just a worried dork. I don't know. Caption will find a clear, however, looking for his boost now. On the other side, trying to find it, but faster to the approach. Oh, but the shot a little bit off. Just leaving his hands the wrong way, perhaps, so Skinny will take it away, go to Vlastro, and he'll go to the center on the reset, so good collection by them. It's a 1-point game. Captain Will getting stunned out there, and now trying to find a clear. This could be big, 22 seconds left. So on the other side, whoever gets there first, oh no, it rolls on in! Shepard from 71 meters out. Without a doubt, a damaging goal in the last few seconds. No time to score again. Rampage. That will be the end of the page on this first round.
And that's the round.
13-9 to Flair. We'll take a quick look at the scoreboard for that. But man, what a turnaround that was. Ooh, tough. It could have been a game-winning opportunity for Rampage. But Flair just coming away with it. With a late run, a late scoring run. It bought them some great opportunities. Minding you, there was that reset a couple minutes in, but still mostly complete stats because it wasn't too long off the clock. So for Flair on that one-round win, it's Voodoo with 5 points, Shepard with 6. Pair of assists for Grumpy, and a steal and 10 stuns for Chrome. For Skinny, he has a save and 4 stuns. Had that nice one in the goal earlier. And Vlastro, 4 points, 3 stuns. Captain Will, 2 points, and a save, and 8 stuns. And for Caption, it's 3 assists and 7 stuns. So Caption doing a great job distributing for his teammates. Quick look at the team stats as well, why don't we? Round about to get underway, but you know, nothing too eye-popping on that end. I mean, percentages-wise, maybe, but the number differential, not quite huge yet, but of course it is only the end of the first round, so... No! Why do we do the things that we do? It's a rematch, it's a restart. Apparently another issue at play. So in the meantime, what's up, chat? Ask me a question, or I'll ask you a question. Just the same. Zenith, I'll ask you a question as I attempt to form something at the tip of my tongue, which is kind of hard to do sometimes. But you wouldn't think it would be since I do play-by-play and have to do all that, but I have my skills are kind of very narrowly focused, you know? Once I'm out of that comfort zone, like, ask me a question, I can't come up with anything. I could have spent the time I just spent saying that coming up with a question, but I didn't. Hey, Zenith, are you enjoying this game? Or, no, here's a better one. Who are you favoring and why? Yeah, I like that question. Rampage needs a cleanup in their bubble also, says Zenith. Yeah, maybe on both ends too. I mean, again, they right at the end as well on offense there with about 30 seconds or so left. Had some opportunities to maybe take away the game from Flare after their comeback, but just couldn't quite get it done. It was some good defense from Flare, and then they just found, again, that rather epic clear goal from 71 meters out. Bought them just a really nice advantage. They'll take it, certainly. So now teams again just trying to find some time, I suppose. I really don't know what happened this time. I've not gotten comms from the teams in League org, so leaving it up to them. And it looks like, okay, we're good to begin.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7.
So with that somewhat false alarm out of the way, as my voice cracks out of the way, we'll be starting here in round 2, it would seem. Just that, sorry. And now it's going to go to the hands of Chrome Platypus, and he will put it in for the 2.
12, 11,
So there we go.
9,
Yeah, clock at 10 minutes. They didn't actually start the round. It was the end of round 1. It was an intermission, and then right before the second round was about to start, they hit the restart button. So 10 minutes. Correct. I hope.
clears it out.
Now, pass going out here to Skinny. Not going to try and do the other thing that I did before. Just going with the stutter, but no stutter on the shot. Captain Will be got. 3 points to 2. Leading the way now, Rampage, just by the single.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Also, I'm just kidding. I might give you a little Skinny stuff later. But not at the moment. Oh. Hey. Brave play. Unnecessary even. But they did it. No idea why. I mean, I guess it works, but that seems like a risky play. In any case, going in here for a quick play. Grumpiest Brew.
Get to your launcher.
So that's a 1-point lead now for his team on Flare.
11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
And getting back to Zenith's answer earlier, it says, I'm favoring Rampage because if they win, my team probably makes the top 4 for finals. Well, that's just selfish, but also very well reasoned. So, good answer. But off to Voodoo, it will go, trying to find a soft pass. Nicely to Chrome Platypus. Crossing it on over now. Good reception, but deflection based off the stuns. Caption, the reaction, trying to find the traction on the clear, but it's only going to go back into the other side. Grumpiest taking it away. Cross pass. Chrome Platypus at last. That was a great set of team play from their team over there on Flare. And kind of a hairy situation on the defensive end. There was a lot of congestion, there's a lot of kind of back-to-back possessions. It was changing hands, going back into the midcourt, but they finally found themselves a goal based off of it. certainly happy to say. But now trying to make a play, Vlastro. He's going to stroll into the goal, and he's going to find it. Caption the 2. So despite the brief tech issues, and when I say brief, I mean rather long, but when I say despite the tech issues, we got ourselves a nice match here, nice game. It's a trading goals. The first match was 13-9, and realistically, I mean, unless Shepard comes back later on and tells me that Palidore, that full court 71 meters shot was absolutely intentional at the very end of the game. But unless he comes back and says that, it was effectively just a 1-point game before that full court shot at the very end. And this one right now, 1-point game, just the same. A few minutes passed here. So really great match. It is a challenge match that was issued and accepted. So very interesting to see how that plays out. Teams trying to increase their lead in the MMR board while increasing their lead on the scoreboard. It's Chrome Platypus for Flare. 8 points to 5, 6.5 left.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
So welcome to all the viewers here tonight. Saw the view count almost double up just about the last few minutes, so I could only assume that means that Nova versus Wireless Jax has now finished. I almost don't want to spoiler on that one because I was really wanting to watch it and cast it even. However, on over. It's Voodoo for the shot, getting that on over, and that's 11 points now for Flare. Strong on that shot. My apologies, I'm also missing the instant replay button a couple times here. I don't know. You guys can spoil that match for me if you want. I was wanting to cast it. It's just that the Flare Spaghetti match ran over, so it kind of got in the way of the scheduling. So I was already committed to streaming this game, and since it was so close, and since quite frankly I really like streaming Flare and Rampage matches, two of the teams I really do genuinely like watching because they're really part of that upper mid, like right on the outer edge of contesting those top spots. Are these teams. I mean, Flare's had a lot of success, a bit of a slump this past week or so, unfortunately for them. But then on the other hand, for Rampage, they came away with taking like 2 weeks off or so from the league, from matches, and woof, another deep shot almost floating in. Then they came back and, they had some nice games. I mean, even against Synapse last night, they kept it really close, and those were entertaining matches through and through. So it's always a joy casting all these different teams and seeing them here in the competitive scene. Now Skinny, well, seeing the goal, but maybe not seeing the goalie because Shepard is back out there for another very deep one that rolls on in, maybe for the rebound, but a good stun. Looks like Skinny was there on the punch. So intercepted. Oh, and the goal, though, left open. Voodoo taking full advantage of that. Not what they were looking for. A little bit of a miscommunication, perhaps, on defense. So rolling out now, and Zenith saying that shot looked like a pretty standard Sentry shot to me. Well, standard in the sense you don't see it very often. It's a well-aimed shot just like that one. So now 17 points is starting to pile it on of Voodoo getting that one. But yeah, it's one of those shots. 71 meters out, like yes, you aim for it, but what is it that, speaking of Nova and Wireless Jax, what is it that Sir Dimwee always says about intention versus expectation? Did you intend for it to have a chance at going in? Sure. Did you expect it to go in? Maybe not. But a lot of teams and a lot of players, individuals in this league, very, very good at knowing the general area they need to aim for, whether it's on direct shots, whether it's on bounce shots. Speaking of, just right on cue, Captain Will. But yeah, teams have a really good sense now. Players have a really good game sense of where to place every shot, every clear off of different walls, off of ceilings, off of the floors, off of the geos. Like you have the woe shot off the cloud from Synapse that we've seen a couple times now. But yeah, oh, well, the grab. So this time being punished for it. We saw that happen earlier with Flare, and Shepard made me all kinds of nervous based off of that. I was just thinking, why is he holding so long, or why is he not grabbing it? And that time, just being punished because of it. So off it goes now. Shepard taking that one away. This time much quicker. Not wanting to be burned for that twice, certainly. But not sure if I've ever finished my thought process earlier. Just saying regarding those shot attempts is that people are good at knowing where to place shots and to give it at least a chance, a non-zero chance of going in, but there's still not always necessarily the expected result, you know? But maybe it was for Shep. Who knows? In any case, it is a 7-point game. There's under 2 minutes left. This is the second round. Getting to the hands of Skinny, looking for that softest of passes. Maybe just trying to throw a soft one so they can find their stack. But it will result in a turnover, if not just briefly. But Voodoo contested by Skinny, by Captain Will. And Captain will find his teammate before finding the second pass. And Vlastro getting that goal. Nice job there. And Captain Will just kind of passing it back and forth. He went for that float over pass to his teammate, got the tap pass back, and then dished another one down low for the goal. So good job by Captain Will coming in here, finding that assist game of his, and helping out his team over here on Rampage. But now down it will go, and up it'll roll, actually, to Voodoo. Getting it to Grumpiest Broom. Some kind of dangerous crosses. Those are some contested lanes, some unclear, unfriendly waters. And as a result, maybe a turnover. So Captain Will looking for that one. That's going to bounce just off the pole. Taken right back by Vlastro, but saved by Grumpiest Broom. What a defensive play there off of the almost shot. Now on the other side, don't look away actually on that replay because that's almost an identical bounce off the top of the pole. Oh man, that is stressful on my part. I'm sweating. On the other side, though, collected here. Trying to stuns going through. Now taken Captain Will, trying to dish it out to Caption, and just floating on back to the back wall, so Voodoo will find a clear. Looking for that angle. They can get a fast boost here. They might have themselves an opportunity at one more goal. Let's see. Got 7 seconds to make it happen. A pass, though, just cut off last second, so Vlastro will take it away, but no time for a shot. So that is a 17-12 victory here in the second round versus Rampage. Player coming up ahead strong. Rebounding, perhaps, just off of the earlier match against Spaghetti. And doing it in a strong fashion. Still a close game overall, though. So, quick look at the stats there. Reminding you that there was a reset, so this is just 1 round's worth of stats. And another reset! But at least we got the stats for the VOD. And now back to another timeout, I suppose. World's longest game, these two Flare ones, I must say. In any case, now I'll catch up on the chat and read while I drink some water. 'Cause I need it. Shout out SpongeBob. I need it. Don't know why I did that. Anywho, hello again, chat. Let's see. Then definitely an insane shot. Agreed. How long have I been without a co-host? Death Toller asking. Just for this match. I haven't been casting a whole lot the last couple days. I've been doing camera work to rest my voice because it's been getting a little bit rugged this week. So at every opportunity, I've been trying to get myself on cameras just to ease the load a little bit so I can be ready to go for Sunday's big matches. So we will wait it out here. Let me just go back to the gameplay. A Rock Tour stopping on by, saying, what a good try for Rampage indeed. Death Toller telling me to tell Shepard that he said to tell him that he said that you said that we said for Shepard to do his best. I would, but I can't. We don't currently have those, those in-arena voices. So all my comms for now comes through Discord, I guess. But it'll be interesting if we can get kind of a big intercom speaker kind of button where the spectator can shout at the players while they're playing. Not even to discuss tech issues, just to shout at them.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Echo Rocktor. I don't know why I always read the echo part of your name. I know Rocktor, but anyway, off it goes here. Third round start. And Shepard will find a pocket clear, at least. It goes into the hands of Captain Will. So recollected and sent on out. But Rocktor was predicting a Rampage win in this third round. Saying that sometimes it's easy to get relaxed. And yeah, we've seen that a few times. Oh, coming back at him with that spinning attack, but will not benefit off of it. They still get the rebound at the very least. I'm going to try and play that replay, and hopefully no scores come on through. But even if they do, it's okay, because that's why it's a pitcher-in-pitcher situation. But man, the steezy moves couldn't quite buy them the goal they were looking for off of that good save. Now back to the blue side, the Flare side. Neither team scoring in this first minute, just some back-and-forth gameplay. A Shepard, the takeaway up to the hands of Chrome Platypus. The disc will float on off the corner. Looks like first to it is Grumpiest Broom, and he'll have that corner slice, finding the room. That's going to be a nice shot from him right before the stun came off and popped him. He'll pop off. You know what Grumpy's capable of, both with the brawls and the shots. Death Toller wishing you could song request. I mean, you can. What song do you request? Not saying it'll get played. Maybe it'll get sung. I don't know. But off it goes now. Captain Will take it here for Rampage as some stuns go off. He's just slowly working his way up the floor. Grumpiest, the takeaway, and finding a clear that does bounce off the side. But now some boost forming here. Taken back. Oh, but nice grab there. A little bit off, but rebounded. No, not by Voodoo. I thought he had it. Grumpiest Will, though. So back to the nest, and that was the best look at the goal they could have gotten, directly down center. I don't know what that is, and at the risk of being Rick-rolled, I'm not going to look, and also just too much multitasking for me. So being punched out on the launch is Skinny. There you go, I did it for you. He has it, he loses it, and Voodoo will choose to shoot it. Does not find any results except the bouncy clear. And now some punches coming through on the bottom. So back on the offense, Voodoo will have another chance at that with a nice pass to Chrome and gently lays it in. Right through the defensive fingers. Finding a way, and the shot will linger to pave the way for the 6th point on Flare. Or Flare, rather. 5-finger death punch. Sounds like something I certainly cannot stream and or sing. I have played the game, though. Very fun one. Going in 4-1. Vlastro, the whirly twirl. It just hurls on out of there instead. Captain Will find that redistribution, the redelivery, and that's a good look for him. Blastro was just stunned out with no momentum, but the beautiful dish from Captain Will. I mean, again, these stats reset between each round, so I can't really give you a great look at much, but Captain Will has been getting some nice assists every round so far, really playing that distribution game very well. So now it's a Skinny on the other side. Gets the clear over into the blue area. Shepard playing that backline deep, knowing that his team would be in deep trouble if they gave up any open threes, so just trying to prevent that for him, holding on to their lead. Right now up by 4, and well, how about the open 3? That was not really a caster's curse so much as a caster's call, and well, they will fall to the 3-pointer there. Rampage will nail it. Oh yeah, 1-finger death punch, that's right. 5-finger death punch is a actual ban. My mistake. But I bet at you if they made a game, it would still be a good one. 1-finger death punch. Yeah, that was a while ago. One of those oddly addicting games that just you play it and then you don't know why hours had passed by the end of it, and it's like, oh, how'd that happen? This was just like an innocent little flash game, but flashing in for the flash flood of a dunk is Captain Will, assisted by Caption. So there is a lead for Rampage, putting on a passing and scoring display here last couple times around. Very nice. And I sing Skillet Monster, says Death Toller. Nope. I would have to know what that was first. I don't know. My library is pretty limited, unfortunately. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know of any of the I suppose recent popular stuff these days anymore. I don't know. I fell off the map, man. I'm not. I mean, going into my mid to late 20s now, and I feel old. Then again, even when I was in my teens, I was never really in the loop on any of that kind of stuff either. But now in the loop. Oh, for the save on that hoop. What a beautiful one from Shepard, contesting that one-on-one. Man, oh man, that looked good from Shepard. And he will corral that like a Shepard. But now Caption back to the other end. Captain will find it. Also, just to clarify, I'm not actually going to sing. Visionaria / Ender saying, just enjoy the cast. I am enjoying all these games. Certainly some good play here. The defensive play from Flair, the offensive play from Rampage, those passing plays from Captain Will. Caption as well has been distributing nicely for his team. He piled on some assists earlier in the games as well. And look at that, piling on the stacks really quickly. Grumpiest first to it, just headbutts it out though off the nest, and almost a shot attempt will go in, but not quite yet. Skinny finding a clear now into the tunnel. Right back to the other side, so a turnover. Shepard will collect that, and it's going to roll on over for the last 3 minutes of this round, of this game, of this series. Currently a 1-point lead, but oh, that's going to be dangerous. Almost leaving that one wide. But good collection there on the defensive end. So Rampage holding on by a thread with a 1-point lead. Deep into the other end, so again almost on the open goal, just not being punished quite as much as Flair would like. Okay. Visionary saying, not you, Pally. You meant Pal. Oh, Shepard again. What are you doing, my friend? Another fantastic save. Just impeccable on the defensive end. But it's the offense right now in this third round where they're struggling. I mean, that defense is troubling. But again, just going in here goes Blastro, and he will find the goal. Here, I'll get you a replay on that save from Shepard on the other end, but yeah, just can't stop that one, unfortunately, when you have multiple attempts at the goal. So hard to stop. But yeah, so Visionary saying, enjoy the cast. As I read Buddy Old Pal as, Buddy Old Palidore. My bad. Guess that's the detriment of having a name that's so friendly. But along the way here, now a 3-point lead for a Rampage, so a little bit more room off that last offensive play. They'll certainly take it. And if they can make one more here, that just might seal it. Time winding down, 90 seconds in this game remaining. And now Skinny obtaining. And no complaining on that one. So again, really like what I'm seeing from Rampage here in this third round. The beautiful passing play at work, taking advantage of the easier opportunities. I mean, right around goal, getting those dunks, shots from directly, dead center, passes right to the center area of the barrier, the nest. Buys them a lot of great opportunities. So finally finding their stride. Of course, on the other hand, Rocktor in the chat before this round began, pointing out that, maybe third game itis could be a thing, as it has been for many teams. After having won the first couple rounds, just not coming back as efficiently in the third. But you know what? That was a nice, efficient shot from Grumpy. Taking it right on in. As Pally takes on in a drink of water. Desperately. All right, so off it will go to the hands of Shepard on the other side. Finds the deep clear or shot, whatever the case. He had some teammates there just hoping that they would find it. It's a 3-point game. So with that said, if that's going to get out of there, yeah, that might do it, in fact. So they had a chance at tying it up for maybe a potential overtime situation, but will not be the case here as one more stun comes out. And on the game, it's Rampage 11-8. On the series, however, Flair coming away with a 2-1 win. So there are your scores, or here they will be in a second. And that's just for the third round, because again, we had a restart between each round. And I'm Sadador right now. A little bit Matador. But that was just a great game that we had, Adore, so just the same. Congrats to Flair for the win. Rampage winning the third round, coming back very nicely. Very least, got the stats for the VODs, and since there was a reset between each round, it makes it a lot easier to add up points, I do suppose. So we'll take that, I guess. And in the meantime, and Sputnik, I notice you. And I don't know, third game Midas was always a thing, but the phrase, maybe not. So there you go. Next match, if it will happen, I know there were some substitute situations being talked about, so I'm not quite sure. But if it's scheduled to happen, a Chaos versus Re-V-Spawn will be starting up rather shortly here. And barring any last-minute changes, I will likely be casting that momentarily. So, yeah. Come join me for our final match of the night, and I'll probably take in maybe another caster too. Just see if someone wants to hop in. Maybe Sputnik or whoever else. Who knows? Sputnik saying in the chat, it will happen. So I guess that's my cue to get to action and end this stream so we can start the next one momentarily. Subtlety has cams. Well, there you go. It's the party in that case. So with that said then, this has been Palidore for you on this cast. And I'm just realizing I forgot to even give the round wins because of all those restarts happening. My bad on that, chat. But I'm getting carried away now. So anyways, I've been Palidore. This has been VRML Preseason. That was a match between Rampage and Flair. And we will be right back soon here with a Chaos and Re-V-Spawn. So stay tuned. It would seem that the credits have broken. That's awkward. Bye.